It's funny, really, in some small, twisted way to be on this end of the encounter. I imagine it must be some cruel joke of the gods, or maybe it's just their cowardice. They know the era of their dominion is at a close. They never told you, did they? No, of course not. Why would they? I was once standing where you are now. I fought on behalf of them once. Let me guess. They filled your heads with my supposed evil deeds. They said I'm conspiring with the foulest devils and demons of all the hells, that the austerity and cruelty of my will has been for my own selfish reasons and corruption. Lies? Lies? Lies! They told me the same thing. Who knows how many times the damnable cycle has repeated? They are quite skilled at erasing our histories. The corruption of the land is not my doing, but theirs. I am their sacrificial lamb, the diversion to draw your attentions away from their machinations. All I have done has been for the people of this world, to seal away the gods' power so they cannot continue pillaging this land for their own petty amusements. I shall make mankind ascendant. I'm terribly sorry that you find yourselves in this situation. I know, even now, you think I'm using some poisoned words to misdirect you as part of my grand scheme. I see that look in your eye. Don't try to hide it. I recognize it well, for mine burned like that long ago. I believed myself the gallant savior of the realm. I believed their honeyed lies that to save the land, the king had to die, that with his death the corruption would cease. On the contrary, even as I pulled the blade from his heart, the pestilence only accelerated. I was left trying to hold together the world as it crumbled like sand in my grip. Now, you are here believing what, precisely? That I'm doing all this for my own amusement? Read too many books. People aren't evil for evil's sake, I'm afraid. All I can say is that it was cruel for them to send you here today. They know you're not ready to face me, but they raised you up as their champions regardless. They should be here answering for their crimes, not you. Don't worry. In time they shall. I suppose it can be put off no longer. You have 3 options before you. The first is to join me and help me bring about the fall of the real tyrants of this world. That blind, misdirected zeal burning in your eyes tells me all I need to know about the likelihood of that. A pity. We could have been a powerful alliance. In that case, there are 2 other possible ways this may go, but neither leads to the ending you thought you desired as you broke down my door and slayed the captain of my guard. That is his blood on your boots, is it not? On one hand, perhaps, you're stronger than I believe you are, and you slay me. In time, people will forget you, because in truth, nothing will fundamentally change for them. No one will truly care, and your names and the sins you commit here today will be consigned to history. You'll probably end up being regarded as tyrants in your own right, and find yourself exactly where I stand now, the next time the gods need a lamb for the slaughter. On the other hand, if I defeat you, I promise you this, no one will ever forget your names. I will have your skins flayed and woven into the tapestries of my great hall. I will display the remains of your corpses from the battlements, preserved by my magics for all time. Scribes will pen tales of your failures and distribute them to even the smallest village, while statues of the gods chosen will be raised all over the continent. I will make sure every person alive now and forever knows that the gods' chosen champions tested themselves against me and lost. People will never be allowed to forget that those deemed the world's last hope were defeated by my hand. You shall be my first lesson to the people, proving even a god can bleed. I will complete my project. Unlike my predecessor, I expected the treachery of your masters. I am prepared, and I will kill the gods of this world. Now, champions, my time is precious, so choose. This is your last chance to walk away from this folly. But if you start this fight, I promise you, it means your deaths, one way or another.